ask any E92 or E90 M3 owner what their biggest fear is, probably rod bearing failure. So I always send out my oil to Blackstone Laboratories in Indiana to get an oil analysis. This lets me know if any types of solids, metals, etc. are wearing in my engine. That sounded like an ad. I am not affiliated with Blackstone Labs whatsoever, although that'd be nice if they did my oil analysis for free or paid me. That'd be sweet. But for now, I just use them and their $25, $26 test to let me know if my rod bearings are mutilating themselves within inside my crankcase and releasing into the world of my oil. Typically, I do 5,000 mile oil changes. A lot of you do 10 or 12,000 even. I drive my car pretty hard. It sees redline quite a bit. And now that it's been tuned, it sees 8,600 RPM. So my big concern was that this tune was gonna have a negative impact on the health of my engine. So this is the first oil analysis I've done since Bren did my tune at Bren Tuning in Upton, Massachusetts. Getting these oil analysis emails makes you feel like you're getting your report card in the mail in high school. It's always a little terrifying. You don't know what you're gonna find. You think you did well, you think it's gonna be fine, but you never know what you'll find out. Luckily, in the comments section, they've done a good job of letting you know right off the bat. So they've started off with, your BMW is producing some very promising trends so far. Always good to hear. Here's the top line summary. Everything's good. There's no excessive metal wear, solids, dirts, fantastic, not traceable. And the only thing that changed was the flash point was a little low, which means there's 0.5% fuel in the oil. They suggest that it's possible that I took my oil sample cold, which would produce a number like that. I didn't, and my hypothesis is that when we tuned the engine, we did not lean out the air-fuel ratio. So my car isn't running hot for sure, but it may be a little rich, and maybe the additional dwell time on the timing with the valves is allowing fuel to escape? I don't know. That's a question I need to ask an expert. Or, since YouTube is full of experts, maybe you can tell me in the comments below. All in all, there's some changes and variations from the last time. Now, the last oil analysis I did was 10,000 miles ago. I send out my oil every other oil change. So every 10,000 miles, I'll do an oil analysis, and there's 5,000 miles in between where anybody's game. I think people get scared to send out their oil because it is a frightening game. You're gonna get some facts, and sometimes ignorance is bliss, especially when it comes to potentially failing rod bearings. So if you're curious about what the health of your engine is, maybe you should send out an oil analysis. Super cheap, super easy, and all you have to do is fill up a little thing. It's kind of like peeing in a cup. The other beautiful thing about these oil analysis reports is that they put your previous analysis side by side, so you can see trends. You can see, the more you do this, you can see if something's wearing more. You can start to find, okay, well, maybe if my rod bearings are made of aluminum or lead or whatever, you can start to see that rise in that particulate matter. You know, for me, I was certainly concerned because we've raised the red line on my car. Now, Bren has tuned these cars to the gills. In fact, he had a supercharged E92 M3 that revved about as high as mine. So mine is certainly not pushing the limits of what the engine can handle, but I'm fairly conservative when it comes to my cars. And for those of you in the Boston area, April 28th is going to be Art of the Automobile on Government Center. Last year we had an unbelievable turnout. I was just a baby YouTuber at the time, maybe I still am, but I will be there once again with my 911 to film the fleet of supercars that will take over Boston. If you're a fellow YouTuber or filmmaker, check the description for my equipment list. I use a Zoom H2n for audio, this Trick Lav mic, and all my cameras are also listed.